Today we will delve into the life of Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, also famously called as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is also referred to by the name Baba Sahib, meaning respected father. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on 14th April 1891 and lived till 6 December 1956. He was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India from the Constituent Assembly debates, served as Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of Jawaharlal Nehru, and inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. He was also the first Indian to pursue a doctorate in economics abroad. Are you ready to know more about the journey of a successful political leader? If so, let's begin with his life journey and understand what it means to be a success.
Let's journey back in time and explore the early life of the visionary leader, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a remarkable story of resilience and inspiration. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born in poor Malhar family. His father, Ramji Manoji Sakpal, served as an army officer in the British East India Company's army. Dr. Ambedkar was hardly 2 years old when his father retired from service. Ambedkar and his family faced severe social discrimination and untouchability practices in their village. Dr. Ambedkar was taking his school education in Satara. Unfortunately, Dr. Ambedkar lost his mother when he was around 6. His aunt looked after him. Afterwards, they shifted to Bombay. Education was a central theme in Ambedkar's life, and he was determined to receive a good education despite the odds. He often had to sit outside the classroom because the upper caste students did not want him sitting alongside them. He had to carry a separate jug for drinking water to avoid contaminating the source for higher caste individuals. His marriage took place after his matriculation in 1907 in an open shed of a market. Dr. Ambedkar completed his graduation at Elphinstone College, Bombay, for which he was getting a scholarship from His Highness Sayajirao Gaikwad of Baroda. After his graduation, he had to join Baroda Sansthan. According to the bond, he lost his father when he was in Baroda 1913, in the year when Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was selected as a scholar to go to USA for the higher studies. This was the turning point of his educational career. He got his MA and PhD degrees from the Columbia University. This sparkling life history of Dr. Ambedkar shows that he was a man of study and action. Firstly, he acquired sound knowledge of economics, politics, law, philosophy, and sociology in pursuing his studies. He refused higher posts with attractive salaries because he never forgot his brothers in the depressed class. He dedicated the rest of his life for equality, brotherhood, and humanity. He tried his best for the upliftment of the depressed classes.
Now I'll tell about social reform works of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. First, struggle to achieve Dalit rights. Dr. Ambedkar was the leader of the Mahasatyagraha movement. This movement was a struggle to secure basic human rights for the Dalit community. So the Mahad movement, Ambedkar wanted to end social discrimination against Dalits. Second, society based on equality. He vehemently fought with the aim of reconstructing the society by uprooting the social evils of feudal inequality in caste system. He wanted a reformed society based on the ideals of the French Revolution, liberty, equality, and fraternity. He also wanted to free India's society from the evils of the caste system. Third, political upliftment of the underprivileged. Ambedkar succeeded in transforming a class movement into a revolutionary movement through India. During the British rule, he was one of the delegates at the Round Table Conference in London, where he demanded a separate electorate for Dalit people. Fourth, land reforms and economic reforms. Dr. Ambedkar stressed the need for extensive land reforms. His philosophy of life centered around giving justice to the underprivileged, lifting the downtrodden, and providing a just society for all. He believed that an equal agricultural system was a hindrance to the development of society.
The Indian Constitution and its drafting process are often seen as synonymous with Ambedkar. He is often referred to as the father of Indian Constitution and is probably the most well-known of all Constituent Assembly members. Ambedkar became a key figure in India's constitution making process due to the offices he held and his interventions and speeches in the assembly. He was the chairman of the assembly's most crucial committee, that is the drafting committee, and a member of other important committees. As its chairman, he had to defend the draft constitution which the committee prepared and therefore intervened in nearly every debate. His later contributions were Ambedkar was appointed as the first Law Minister of Independent India in 1947. His most important intervention in this role was an attempt to pass the Hindu Code Bill to reform Hindu personal laws that dictated matters like marriage, divorce, succession, and adoption. In 1956, Ambedkar began a movement by bringing together 5 lakh Dalits who had previously been considered as untouchables and restored them to Navyana Buddhism. It was an anti-Hindu movement which criticized India's caste system and championed Dalits' rights.
B.R. Ambedkar was an important leader who helped create India's constitution. He received many awards because of his remarkable work in promoting fairness and building the nation. One of the highest honors he received was the Bharat Ratna in 1990. Even after his passing, this award showed how essential he was in forming the constitution and supporting the rights of the people who have been treated unfairly in the past. He also received Mahatma Jyotirao Phule Award, recognizing his contribution to the welfare of marginalized people. In 1952, Columbia University also gave him an award called Doctor of Science to recognize his great knowledge and his efforts to make the world a better place. Besides these awards, B.R. Ambedkar's influence can be seen in school and statues created in his honor. Every year on April 14, people celebrate Ambedkar Jayanti to remember his birthday and his strong dedication to fairness and equal rights. His work continues to inspire people in India and around the world.
Babasaheb Ambedkar played a major role in the framing of Constitution, which is why he is also known as the father of Constitution. He always strived to improve the weaker sections of the society and was a man of noble stock. He truly is an inspiring figure, even now is revered amongst the whole of India. B.R. Ambedkar Jayanti is a day dedicated to him and is celebrated with immense joy in memory of him. He was a remarkable figure of India and an incredible reformer too. The whole of India mourns his death and may his soul rest in peace. On 6 December 1956 at Delhi, he was cremated according to the Buddhist tradition. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who had been suffering from diabetes since 1948, died in his sleep. Cremation was attended by 5 lakh people.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a visionary leader, a social reformer, a constitutional expert, and a champion of human rights. He fought against the caste system and discrimination and oppression faced by the low or castes or untouchables in India. He also contributed to various fields such as law, economics, education, politics, and religion. He achieved many milestones and accolades in his life for his remarkable work and service to humanity. He left a lasting legacy and impact on India and the world. He is revered and respected by millions of people as a symbol of equality, justice, and emancipation. He is also admired and acknowledged by various scholars, leaders, and thinkers as a visionary, a reformer, and a genius. Therefore, it's important for everyone to learn about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and his implications for the present and the future of the society.